What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in to another video. Today we are working on the Audi A4 again. We are putting all new tires on it and new brake system. As you've seen in the thumbnail, the tires and the new brake system is going on this car. So let's take a look. We already got the tires on because I came out the other day and I put the tires on because I wanted to see a couple things. Basically, when I got my brakes in, I wanted to make sure I had the right brakes. So I came out and I took the tires all off and put the other ones on. And then today we are going to tackle the brake system. Basically, the front needs new rotors and brakes. The rear needs new rotors, brakes, and calipers. So we got a bit of work ahead of us. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, folks, so we got a little farther here. I got the brake pads off. I got the rotor off, or not the rotor, the caliper off. And now I'm just taking the caliper bracket, I guess is what they call it. Taking that off. And then I'm going to take the caliper out and we'll, or not, then I'm going to take the rotor. Jeez, why I can't get my story straight this morning. Take the rotor out and we're going to replace the rotor. If you want to come in and take a look here real quick, just see what I'm doing. Just basically taking off the bolts off the back here for this here, right? It's pretty... basically, whenever you change a rotor, you have to take these off. I'm not sure what they're called. I call them just a caliper bracket that holds the bracket, it holds the caliper in place. But there we go, that's out of there. And now this rotor should come with a little bit of banging and yippity yapping. Alright, it should come. I don't think there's anything stopping it. I don't believe there's no screws or anything, right? I think this here just pops off. So I'm gonna grab my hammer somewhere here. I'm gonna pound that off, and as soon as I get that off, then we'll go from there. Okay, folks, so we got the rotor back on. As you can see, we got the caliper back on with the brakes. The only problem is these brakes are not the right brakes for this, because if you look at the wear sensor cord here for the brakes, it's the same as the one I have here, which it's not a big deal. So it's back on. These will work for now, and what I'll do is I'll just have to order the proper front brakes so that the sensors are there for it. You know, because liable they would complain about that, and that wouldn't pass the inspection, right? So we'll have to get that taken care of. It's not a big deal. Hopefully they're not too bad. I only need it for the front. I don't need it for the back ones. The back ones don't have this wear sensor thing. That's why you don't buy Audi or BMW or all that, because literally it's just more expense. There's more stuff, more expense, right? Like, this is the first time I ever seen a wear sensor for the brakes. But anyways, we got that part done. We're gonna throw the tire back on now, and then we're gonna jump to the passenger side, get the passenger front done, and then we're gonna tackle the rear. I got it. It's major work. The back calipers are seized, so they're not wanting to come off. So basically I'm gonna have to take the whole caliper and the whole everything off to do it. It's a lot of work, you know, and then I'll have to try and get the caliper released from the bracket. It's a bit of work, but we'll get the front done, then we'll worry about the back. So with that said, let's throw this tire on and then we'll go to that side. All right, folks, so we got the other side jacked up. We have both the front and the rear jacked up, so we took the tires off, and we're gonna run right quick before we finish this here to the gas station to put air in those tires, as these two tires on this side were low on air. So we figured we might as well get that done first. That's out of the way, then I don't have to worry about it, and I can just focus on getting this done. So we're gonna go ahead there right quick, and then we'll come back. And if you're wondering, I got my nephew here with me today. He's helping me out, so we'll get this done. But anyways, let's head to the fuel station. All right, folks, so we made it back to the house here. We got everything pretty much off. He's just unloosening them two bolts there. Then that piece will come off. Then we'll put the new caliper on, or the new rotor on. We'll put those pads on. Even though in those pads the sensor won't plug in, I'm still gonna put them on, because for the meantime I need to move the car, so I need some kind of braking system. Right, so for now it'll do. I'll have to price front brakes for this. You know, I'm sure they won't be that bad. At least I don't think they will be. Here's to say, with that sensor attached to the brake, maybe that means money, right? But we got air in the tires. We got Rockstars while we were out. Something to give us that energy to keep going. They're not sponsoring this, but it's the only Rockstar I like, actually. But he's just taking those bolts off, and then we'll put the new one on. Well, guys, we got the front all complete. I tried to go onto the back, but everything is so rusted. I don't want to strip anything. I don't want to break none of my sockets. It's different. It's not a bolt on the back to take the caliper bracket that holds the caliper on. It's not a bolt, it's actually like a torque screw. And you know how it is with those. You're better off just leaving it and having the dealership do it. That way they can use a torch, something I don't have. And it's just better that way. But I got the front all done. The front is ready. The only issue I have is the brake pads are not correct. They have the wrong plug. Now, I don't think it's going to be a lot to replace the brake pads. I think, you know, you probably, you know, usually you get brake pads for like 30 bucks or whatever. So hopefully that's what it cost me for a set of brake pads for this. But with that said, we got it done. As you can see, like, you know, the wheels back on, right? And it's got a nice shiny new rotor. Jeez, I can't think straight. And then the other side, same thing. It's got the new rotor on the front, right? Looks good. Like I said, the back I couldn't do because of certain things. Did get the air in the tires, right? We got that done. Looks good. This was the spare tire that they sold me. They sold me a spare tire for this car with the car. So that spare tire I got to put in the trunk. The jack I gotta put in the house, and that tool bag gotta go in the house too, because I don't want to leave it out in the Audi, so that, you know, if anything was to happen, I don't end up losing my gear. I noticed today too, when we went to go get the air in the tires, someone had stolen a screw out of my license plate. I don't know if they were trying to steal my license plate and got spooked or something, but I don't know, folks. Maybe I got to be more careful of showing where I live and stuff, and what I drive, and, you know, all that there, and kind of keep my cars in a closed area and stuff, so that people don't know, because it seems like stuff's going missing off my truck, and, you know, it's pretty sad that people are out there doing that, if that's the case, right? But that's the way she goes. So with that said, I'm gonna pack up the gear here, and we're gonna take him home. So another thing I want to, before I leave here, comment below and tell me what you think of these rims. Now, in the salvage inspection, they told me I needed tires. To buy tires and put them on, you know, get a set of tires, you're looking at 250 bucks for a half used set, right? Then to get them put on, you're looking at another, say, 75 bucks, 100 bucks, or something like that. It's ridiculous, right? The price to get them put on. But I bought these 4 rims with the tires for 250 bucks. You comment below in the description, in the comment section, and you tell me, what do you think? Do you think it was worth 250 bucks? It makes the car look better, that's for sure. It stands out more. It doesn't look like it was, you know, driven by someone who, you know, basically had no money, and, you know, they just did what they did. And because when I got this car, folks, we gotta admit, it looked like it was ran down, like it was, no wonder they salvaged it. You know, right? Like, it was in rough shape, but I brought it back to life, you know, and who knows, the wife might be driving this, or I might be driving this soon enough. I don't know. I was talking to the nephew last night, and I thought, well, you know, would it be good, get rid of the camper and the truck, I start driving one of these cheap ass cars, and we get an RV, right? And then they end up paying the same as what I'm paying now for the camper and the truck, right? And my insurance would probably be less because it's only seasonal use, right? So, you know, like, you weigh the pros and cons of the whole situation, right? Yeah. But anyways, every time I look at this car now that those rims are on there, those rims, they make the car look a lot better than the old crappy ones that were on there. The car doesn't look bad anyways, but, you know, that makes it look a lot better. My hands were all dirty. I gotta go wash those. But anyways, let me get this stuff put away, and then we'll take him home. So anyways, guys, we're in the truck here now. We're gonna take him home. It's been a good little day. We got some of it done, some of it we couldn't get done. You know, I'm happy about having those tires on the car now. There was a couple other things that needed to be done. One is my hood wouldn't open when they were trying to do the salvage. So anyways, the hood wouldn't open. That was one of the issues. The other issue was the washer fluid on the passenger side wasn't spraying. Here what it was is, I guess I probably put the clip on, didn't put it all the way on. Once the pressure built up for the pressure, for the washer fluid, popped off. There you go, right? The other thing was the tires. That needed to be done. Brakes, rotors, all needed to be done. Needs new calipers for the back, and then some exhaust work. So I'm gonna get them to do the exhaust work, and I'll probably get them to do the rear calipers for me too. You know, it's gonna suck having to spend that kind of money, but it's better safe than sorry. I hate to cost me more money, right? Like, if I start tampering with it and strip something, then it's gonna cost me more money. It's better to let them do it. They have the tools, they have the torch, you know, just makes more sense, right? And you know, with the torch, once you put heat to rust, it basically breaks it down, right? So that you can loosen stuff up. So we'll just let them do it. That way it's done properly. Well, I would have done it properly too, but this is less of a headache, them doing it, than me. It's not that I can't do it, I just, you know, I don't want to spend 2 days putting on back brakes when they could spend 2 hours putting them on. Do you see what I'm saying? It just makes more sense that way. So, anyways, with that said, we're gonna head over, drop him off, then we'll head back to the house. That is gonna be all for this video. So hopefully, if you enjoyed the video, you give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you can see all the upcoming videos. Destination out.